So before we wrap up here, I do want you to tell me about the hunts that you did with no one else other than the Slockmaster.
Oh, Mr. Tim. All right. Yeah, this Slockmaster. Hey, Tim Wells, I got to say, is one of the most down-to-earth people I've ever met in my life. At that point in time, it was young in my career. I mean, I was a new kid on the block, but like big new kid on the block. I had the 5-star lodge. I just put in a second lodge in Arkansas. We had lodges. I had a lodge in Texas at the time. We had put in Nebraska. I mean, we were popping off. And at the time, YouTube was getting big. And so I had every YouTuber and their mother, all right, with 4 subscribers calling me going, hey, I got a YouTube channel. Give me $30,000 free hunt and I'll come in and I'll promote your stuff for you. And so, yeah. And, you know, when it first came out, it was fine. But then it was like 3 days a week you were getting a phone call about YouTubers wanting to do this. And then you get some people who do have some followings. We did a couple of my first TV shows. We've done all sorts of TV shows throughout the years, but we did a couple of TV shows. And finally, I remember I don't remember who it was, but a YouTuber contacted me, and for at the time he had like 400,000 subscribers or something. And
Which
I was like,
still a lot, yeah.
But back then, I mean, that same channel now is probably, if it had then, it's probably got 4 million now.
Right.
And I said, I can't believe this guy's contacting me. And I was like, you know what? I've done a TV show. This guy's willing to contact me. I bet I could do anybody I want. Or at least I think I'm to the point I can. And so I'm not knowing anybody in the industry or whatever. I go through, I do what I can. My family owned a telemarketing company at the time. And so I was like, hey, I need you to find this guy's phone number. And I'll never forget, I looked up, and I wasn't trying to sell a hunt. I just wanted to, and if I thought I had a big fancy 5-star lodge and I was cool enough to hang out with some cool people. And so I literally told the office, get me Spook Span's number, get me Bill Winkle. I called up Hank Parker. Me and him got to do a little hunt together over the years. He's actually a really cool guy as well. Tim Wells, and I think the Pig Man. Or he's either Pigman or like Chris Brackett or somebody.
Okay,
Fear No Evil or something.
Yeah.
And nobody called me back. Nobody called me back. And the only number they couldn't get me was Tim's. And nobody called me back. And about a week later, I go by my mom's office, and sure enough, they have his number. And I said, okay, well, I call him when I'm at the office. No response. Leave him a voicemail. I'll never forget, I was in Cabin, Arkansas. 30 minutes later, going through the Taco Bell drive-thru, and I had watched his show enough as a kid. When he said hello, I knew exactly who it was. And I was, holy crap, Tim Wells is calling me back. And I said, hey, I know you're a bow hunter, but I've got a 5-star lodge, the world's first 5-star snow goose hunt in the country. We've got a chef that'll blow your socks off. You don't even need socks. We got 12,000 square foot of heated floors. This is a huge doctor's place. Come enjoy it. No cost, invitation. And I was hoping to talk him into doing a film or something, but I wasn't asking him to. And he asked me, he said, oh, can I come shoot a TV show? I was like, yeah, come on. And he came in actually originally on a duck hunt. And that property, we had our own private sanctuary. And my reservoir, that all the geese came out that morning. And I didn't realize he's a huge goose hunter. He's a huge goose hunter. He comes from goose hunting. And all these snow geese, like, I don't know, probably 150,000. We were loaded. Yeah. Come out overhead and go feed in the fields. And he was just like amazed. And he's like, what are they doing? Where are they going? I'm like, they're going somewhere out there to the south to go feed. They do it every day. And so we duck hunted. And I'll never forget him. We're sitting on one of my berms. He's flinging arrows and flues all over the county. And he's like, Cole, I have never had this many hunting opportunities inside, I've never had this many shooting opportunities inside the United States. He's like, Argentina, Uruguay, this is one thing. He's like, this is epic. And I was like, yeah, you better enjoy it. This is not many people have this opportunity. And then we were just about to call it a day. And then next thing you know, here come all the geese back from a feed somewhere. And they're coming back to the hot tub. And they get on that thing and they start cycloning down. And we're just looking over the trees at this giant tornado of snow geese just stacked to the moon. Yeah. And he begs me, Cole, can we? And I'm like, no, you understand, nobody's allowed to hunt that thing. It's a sanctuary. And he convinced me to call my lodge owner, which I thought for sure the answer was no. And was like, yo, the TV show guy wants to shoot the reservoir. And he's like, hell no. And I was like, okay. Well, Tim's like, let me call him. I was like, I don't care if you are Tim Wells. This is a billionaire.
Right.
And I think Dow was like in Saudi Arabia or Dubai or somewhere at the time. I was like, he's somewhere else.
Yeah.
He didn't have time for you. Somehow, no, he went in there. He went and asked the chef, hey, what's the owner of this place phone number? And Larry's old and doesn't know. He gives him his number. He walks out in the parking lot, comes in. He goes, Cole, grab your shit. Let's go. And I'm like, go where? He's like, we're going to the sanctuary. And I'm like, what? And sure enough, I get a text message from Dow saying, you can go mess with the geese. Don't mess with the ducks. And no guns allowed. Bows only.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, how'd you talk to me? He's like, bow.
Yeah.
And we went out there and flung more arrows until you can. I mean, I couldn't pick up my arm. I drew. And when he shows up with these huge pelican cases already all rigged up. Flu's ready to go. Though he had a Tom Bomb Extreme was his broadhead company back then. It's like a guillotine style.
Okay, yeah.
2,500 arrows all ready to go with guillotine broadheads and Flus on them. Dude, we just sat there just slinging them. I had this kid, Zach, working for me, just walking around. We almost killed him so many times, just walking around picking up arrows for us. And just shoot. The bloopers from that first year were so great. I almost killed Tim Wells. Like literally an arrow landed right where he was standing. We barely got out of the way in time. It happened so much. We had a blast. We shot the first snow goose. We shot the first Ross goose. And we shot the first specklebelly ever shot out of the bow on video.
Yeah.
Out of the air with a bow on video.
That is incredible.
And we hit it off. He came back ever since. And since then he's came down to Florida and done the pigs and the Osceolas. And anytime I got an opening that would be a good fit, I always reach out.
So you're
to
like
him.
one of his guys.
I mean, he's got a billion guys like me all over the place,
yeah.
but man, me and him have had some good time. I can't stress enough. Like when Tim's in camp, I used to be like, it's Tim Wells.
Mm-hmm.
You don't carry. They carry everything. Cameraman doesn't have to carry nothing. To the nth degree. Now Tim comes to camp. It's hey Tim, grab me a beer kind of thing. He's so cool. He's so down to earth. He's invited me to go to Illinois, so he's got a lodge in Illinois.
Yeah.
They've got red stag. They've got all sorts of cool stuff. At the time when I used to go, there was a hot tub in Illinois, Canton, Illinois, that was still up and running, and it was a big bird sanctuary, and they dark goose hunt the pits outside. He has like the pits right beside the hot tub. It's like some of the most prestigious dark goose hunting ever. I used to go up there and have fun. He had a nephew that would always take care of us, Jason, that we'd go up and would guide us when we were in Illinois. Jason's came down and shot stuff with me in Arkansas, and great relationship to have. I can't thank Tim enough for being as down to earth and as good to me as he has been.
Man, that's awesome. Because when I first met you, when we were doing like goose hunt, you kind of just like snuck that in there, just a little side note, and I was like, wait a second, I got to hear that story. So I'm glad we were able to make some time to.
But he's been cool. Literally 1 year, we did it one. Actually, I think we did it 2 years. At least 1 year, I know for sure. He allowed me to actually sell a hunt in Arkansas, which was a bow hunt.
Oh, okay.
And you get to bow hunt geese with Tim Wells.
Wow.
And man, we had people come from all over the world that were just the biggest fanboys of his life. Or just, that was the coolest experience to have those guys sitting beside a hedgerow and as like a gladiator army of archers slinging like rows of it. It was so cool. Now, I don't think we killed. No, I take that back. I think we did kill one. I think we did kill one or two. But man, that was fun. That was a cool experience to be able to offer that.
That's awesome.